Down there. Good. Down there. I'll be a piston. I'll be a piston.
YouTube, show day is upon us. So, last night, the last meal was literally just a repeat of meal 5. Pretty much after meal 5, we waited 2 hours, took pictures and body weight. It was the best I looked. I was full, dry, and I was 206.6. So we ate another 4 ounces of 93.7 beef, another 5 ounces of sweet potato, 2 rice cakes. So same exact food as meal 5, but we bumped the salt up from a half teaspoon to a 3/4 teaspoon, and we reduced the water from 12 ounces to 8 ounces. Woke up this morning, got a little over 6 hours sleep, so decent night's sleep, because I had to run to Walgreens to get 2 phone chargers, a toothbrush, and tampons at like 10 p.m. And then the fact that we had more beef meals, because that's what was soliciting the best look, was about 4 ounces of beef. So we did 3 meals with 4 ounces of beef, 1 meal with 2 ounces of beef. So we did 4 meals with beef yesterday, which we were doing 2 before, and it was way lower. We were pretty much out of beef. So this morning, when I went to go get my tans around 5:45, my girl took my truck and went to Safeway and went and got 2 pounds of 93.7 ground beef, ran home, cooked them up, and now she's about to be back at the hotel here with the cooked beef in about 10 minutes. And I'm glad she did that, because meal 1 this morning is 4 ounces of beef. So woke up this morning at 204.0, lowest body weight of prep. We are dehydrated, we are dry, we are crispy. But we did flatten out a little bit overnight. So good amount of carbs coming in, good amount of fats. So this first meal is 4 ounces of 93.7 beef and 15 grams of almond butter. We want this first meal to be higher in fat and really just let these carbs stick. We're gonna do 4 rice cakes with that, 2 Rice Krispie treats, a half teaspoon of pink salt, and 16 ounces of water. No health supplements this morning, no more vitamin C, no glutamine. We don't wanna mess with digestion. The only thing I will be taking still is the digestive enzymes. Good morning, YouTube. All right, so last night, meal 6 ended up being the same meal as meal 5. So about 2 hours after, we weighed, took pictures. It was the best look we'd ever had. So we just said, okay, let's run the same meal back. So did exactly the same meal. So 4 ounces of 93.7 beef again, 5 ounces of sweet potato, 2 rice cakes. Only thing we did different is we bumped salt up from half teaspoon to a 3/4 teaspoon and dropped water from 12 ounces to 8 ounces. 206.6 was the body weight right before that last meal, and then went to bed. So yesterday's calories were about 2550, 145 protein, about 365 carbs, 55 grams of fat. Had a good bowel movement this morning. Woke up at 204.0, lowest weight of prep. We are dehydrated, dry, crispy. And so last night I actually had to run to Walgreens to get a phone charger, tampons, and toothbrush. And so it's a little bit of chaos. And then this morning, because we ended up eating so much more beef yesterday than we had planned, we were pretty much out of beef. So what we did is my girl took my truck. When I went to go get my second coat of tan around 5:45, she took the truck to Safeway, grabbed 2 more pounds of 93.7 beef, ran home, cooked them up, and now she's about to be back here. And I'm glad she did that, because meal 1 is gonna have 4 ounces of beef. Anyway, woke up at 204.0, got a little over 6 hours of sleep last night, which was pretty good, with having to wake up early for tans and check-ins and still having to go to Walgreens kind of late last night. So no health supplements today, no vitamins. We're taking it all out. No need. No more vitamin C's in. No more glutamines in. Meal 1 is 4 ounces of 93.7 beef, 15 grams of almond butter. We're keeping the fats high. We want these carbs to stick. We're gonna run 4 rice cakes, 2 Rice Krispie treats, 16 ounces of water, and a half teaspoon of pink salt. Meal 2 is also laid out, so we're gonna eat this meal. It's a little bit before 7 right now. It's like 6:50, so eat right around 7. Meal 2 will be 2 ounces of chicken, and then pretty much the 4 rice cakes again, 15 grams of almond butter again, just 1 Rice Krispie treat instead of 2. And then we're gonna do 12 ounces of water and a half teaspoon of salt. And then the tentative pre-stage meal is just going to be 2 Rice Krispie treats with 10 grams of honey and 3/4 teaspoons of salt, no more water. And I'll pump up about 10-15 minutes before I get on stage. I'm going to do some push-ups and some bands, and that'll be about it. Shouldn't take much to get the blood flowing. You know, we got carbs and salt in there. We want connection in the muscles, but we don't want to flood them or get them too blurry. So real light pump, nothing too much. But that's the plan. So I'll talk to you in between prejudging and finals, kind of let you know how prejudging went, let you know how this all went, and we'll see you then. All right, so it is 9 a.m., show is starting, men's bodybuilding's lining up, figures going. This is what we got here. We got 4 rice cakes, 1 Rice Krispie treat. We're gonna do 15 grams of organic almond butter, half teaspoon of pink salt. I got a triple shot espresso from Starbucks. That's down the hatch. Delightful, amazing. Didn't have any coffee this morning, so that's great. And we got 12 fluid ounces of water here. Going down with this meal. And then right when I finish this, I'm packing up and I'm off to the venue. It's everything we got. So everything we're bringing, we got the trunks. We are number 76, ready to roll. I got the fanny pack with chapstick, hand lotion, all that type of goodies, hand sanitizer, headphones, and then in my Wolfpack bag here, with Marvin the Martian, we got our bands, we got a towel, food scale, all that good stuff. And then the food we're taking backstage: Rice Krispie treats, rice cakes, almond butter, water, salt, and rice cakes, if I didn't say that already. So we got our bands, we got everything. Like I said, this is the last meal before we get on stage. And we'll take our little snacks back, and that's it. And we'll see you later in between prejudging and finals. I'm fucking exhausted. All right, so it is just after 9 o'clock now. I had meal 5, which was 4 ounces of 93.7 ground beef, 5 ounces of sweet potato, 2 rice cakes, and then the same as it's been all day, half teaspoon of pink salt, and then it was 12 fluid ounces of water again. So breakfast, meal 1 was 30 ounces, and then it's been 12 ounces ever since. So for the day, let's see, that's 78 ounces of water, and we've been doing 7 liters of water, all prep up until today, and that's 2.3 liters of water. So super hard water cut. I am very thirsty. The increase in salts definitely helped a little bit, just to stay a little bit more hydrated, but still extremely thirsty, very hungry. It's definitely been a drop in calories with the protein. You know, I've only eaten 115 grams of protein a day. It's been about 315 carbs and 50 grams of fat so far, just about 2,200 calories. So I have one more check-in with my coach Tommy here in about 15-20 minutes. We'll take our last set of pictures, send it his way. He'll lay out the last meal. I just took my Slumber and Unisom sleep supplements. I'm assuming it's going to be probably 3 ounces of protein, 2 to 4 ounces of protein, either beef or chicken, probably some almond butter, and some rice cakes, and probably half teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to hit the hay. We have TANs at 6 a.m. So I'm going to be up at 5:30, take a piss, step on the scale, send my weight over to Tommy, take pictures, send the pictures over to Tommy, drink no water, no coffee, no food, nothing, head down to TANs at 6 a.m. and then come back up and have meal one around 6:30 or 7. I'll have the orders from Tommy of what we're going to do. Prejudging starts at 9 a.m. I think I'm the 5th class to go on. It's figure, bodybuilding, wellness, women's physique, and then classic physique. So it's a big show. Whitney Jones Classic this year has well over 200 competitors, and if you talk about conversions, it's over 400 people. So 400 competitors between the different classes. So it's going to be a long show. It's obviously tough to tell at these things when you're going to get on stage, so it's just about being ready for anything and really just rolling with the punches, just being prepared, having everything backstage, you know, plenty of food in case you get. We could go on 3 hours later, you know. I'm kind of expecting to go on stage around 10:30ish, but it could be 11:30, 12 for all we know. So I'm just going to come backstage with my backpack and my meal prep bag with chicken, beef, rice, plenty of rice cakes, Rice Krispie treats, salt, and honey, and just be prepared. Bring this hoodie, bring the sweats, bring bands, get ready to pump up and do our thing. Just roll with the punches, try to be as calm as possible. Again, it's only my 2nd show ever, so I just want to enjoy the process. My brother surprised me, flew in from California directly from work to come out here to see me. I got my wonderful girlfriend staying with me at this hotel. She's been great throughout this process. My dad's flying in tomorrow morning. I got my best friend coming tomorrow. My mom's here, so my coach has come in. I mean, the support I've gotten from everyone has been incredible. So I'm just trying to enjoy this process, soak it all up before we enter a 2-year off season and grow. And I know, you know, this prep has not been easy, 20 weeks, but I'm gonna miss it. I know I am. So tomorrow is just all about enjoying it and being present in the moment and just trying to soak it all up, enjoy my time on stage, have fun with this because I love this. So if I didn't love it, I wouldn't be doing it. It's my passion, it's my dream, and I love it. So I'll let you know tomorrow on the show day video. We won't be able to get too much coverage in the venue, but we'll get some stuff in between prejudging and finals, and I'll get some stuff in the morning letting you know what I did with this final meal tonight and what we're going to do in the morning, kind of what the plan is for the day. And then I'll do a little show day reflection Saturday night or Sunday morning to cap off this prep series that we've put together over the past few months. And then we'll get ready for the reverse, and then Operation Get Fucking Massive is underway. So, God bless. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.
I'm coming up only to hold you under, and coming up only to show you wrong. To know you is hard, we wonder. To know you all wrong, we won.
Woo! Go big! Come on.
All right, so a little post-show wrap-up, post-show reflection. We got like 6 out of 8 in novice B, and then we got 5th out of 6th in open class D. So we got our ass kicked a little bit, but there was a lot of positives to take away from this. You know, my family coming out, I had a great experience getting back on stage. My posing was definitely improved, my muscularity, my conditioning, all improved from the last go around. We know what we need to do to be better, and so we're going to take pretty much a 2-year off season right now. We're going to do like a 8 to 10 week health phase, just really focus on recovery, getting the body back to baseline, just prioritizing health, knocking off fatigue. So we're still keeping in 30 minutes of cardio 6 times a week on the incline treadmill right now. We've upped calories a little bit. Rest days are at 2,400. Training days are at 2,800. Trying to prioritize sleep. We're slowly titrating intensity and volume back up in the gym. We're doing a 2-on, 1-off, 1-on, 1-off split. We're putting more micronutrients back in the diet, so a little more asparagus and bell pepper. I got orange added in. Taking a lot of Epsom salt baths. Like I said, prioritizing sleep. Just trying to get the body back in a prime state over these next 8 to 10 weeks. So when it's time to drop the hammer and grow, we're in a good spot to do so. So keeping it tight. We had 3 meals post-show, and then it was right back on diet and cardio Monday morning. And cheat meals are going to be very, very far and far between these next 2 years. We want to keep it tight. We want to keep the body insulin sensitive. So I'll get a meal for Thanksgiving, I'll get a meal for Christmas, and then maybe once a month I'll take my girl out to get a steak and potato or sushi, something like that. So nothing crazy, really just prioritizing that base diet and just prioritizing training. Just we're doing a logbook, logging every exercise, every lift, every working set, and just focus on progression in the gym. I'll be training with my coach once a week, pretty much for the next 2 years. High quality food full of nutrients, just to let the body grow. So great experience. Loved every second of being on stage again. Can't say enough good things about my family, my support system, my coach, Whitney helping with body work, myself for sticking to it this prep and just absolutely working like a madman. God for giving me the strength and the purpose and the knowledge and the joy throughout this process, giving me this dream, which is bodybuilding that I love so much. So extremely, extremely grateful, blessed, and just looking forward to progressing over these next 2 years. And then we'll get on stage end of 2027 maybe, but most likely spring of 2028. Kind of got my mind set on AZ State. Spring of 2028 usually happens around late May, like May 30th. And we'll do a string of shows, so do another 1 to 2 shows on top of that. Probably do 3 shows in the span of 5 to 6 weeks. So looking forward to it. I'll show you my diet coming out of this post show. It's pretty similar, just slightly more food than what we've been doing, but it's still less food than my high days, less food than the carb up. Like I said, trying to stay insulin sensitive, keep everything tight. I woke up at 210 this morning, so about 4 pounds up from stage weight, but it might even keep dropping off because we've been dropping water after those 3 meals out. I got up to like 215.5 fasted after those 3 meals, so we've already lost 5+ pounds of water, and it might even come down a little more these next 2 days. And we'll go from there. But yeah, we'll be posting training videos this off season, diet videos, tricks and tips in the kitchen with nutrition, with meal prepping, a lot of training and just whatever else I can think of. So thank you so much for following along. God bless. Whitney Jones prep is over. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You have a blessed evening.